you know, the audacity of men. So we're getting rid of it. Teeth? Teeth? I don't know how to say this word. I think it's teeth. It might be teeth. I don't know. Hello my sweet angels, it's your girl Jay, and today I am here with a little unhaul video. I don't know if you guys have watched my videos and know this yet, but I am moving in June. So I need to get rid of a couple of my books because there are a lot that I'm going to have to move into my new house. So I figured we're going to get a little kickstart on that, and I have 22 books that I have just recently read and I'm going to get rid of because I wasn't the biggest fan of them, or I have duplicate copies and I don't need two of the same books coming with me to the new house. So without further ado, let us get started. Okay, first I'll run through all the books that I gave a 3-star or less, which on my channel, if I give a book 3 stars or less, it has to go. So those are these books. The first book is literally the last book I finished, and I just found it so boring. I gave it a 3 out of 5 stars because I think a lot of people would like it, but it is definitely not my cup of tea. But it is The West Passage by Jared Pekacek, and like I said, it just was not my cup of tea. I was so bored throughout the entire thing. The next book I have, I'm kind of disappointed in myself because I really did want to like this book, but it is Wicked by Gregory Maguire. If you have seen Wicked the movie or Wicked the musical, I'm gonna tell you now, this is not that. So if you are going to read this book, do not go in expecting it to be that, because it definitely is not. But yeah, I hated this book. So she's leaving. I do love the sprayed edges though. I think this was my first ever book that had sprayed edges, but unfortunately she must leave. Next is A Curse of Blood and Wolves by Melissa McTiernan. This one was not bad, but it was not necessarily good. It was quite average. It's supposed to be a Little Red Riding Hood retelling, but smutty. But I would not say it is anything remotely close to Little Red Riding Hood, so take that as you will. Next up is 24 Seconds From Now by Jason Reynolds. This one was good. I do actually think that I gave it a 3.5 out of 5 stars if I'm remembering correctly, but this is one that I think teenagers should read, and so I'm giving it to the thrift store so that a teenager can pick it up. That's the vibes. Next up is The St. Ambrose School for Girls by Jessica Ward. This one I gave a 3. It was really boring at the beginning, but then the second half was really good, but not good enough to stay on my shelves. Next up is Disclaimer by Renee Knight. This one was a very interesting concept. It's essentially this woman finds a book on her nightstand and she quickly realizes that the book is actually about her and a secret that she is trying to hide from very long ago, and it's like bringing that back up into her life. It was an interesting concept, like I said, but the execution was not great, and I give it a 3 out of 5 stars. The next book is This Book Won't Burn by Samira Ahmed, and this is another one I gave a 3 out of 5 stars, but I want it to go into the hands of a teenager, hopefully, that will appreciate this book more than I will just sitting on my shelves. Next up is A Bon Me for Two, and this is by Trinity Nguyen, and this one I gave a 3 out of 5 stars or a 3.5, I'm not really sure. It also comes with a little recipe card, so whoever ends up getting this book is also going to get a fun little recipe. But this is another one that has such cute little sprayed edges and I really want to keep it, but the rule is 3 or less, she must go. And therefore, she must go. Next up is Heart Still Beating by Brooke Archer. This is like a apocalyptic kind of book where people turned into zombies, but then there's a cure that's found and now they're not zombies anymore. They have to take some medication. But this girl who was a zombie goes back to live with her best friend who she had a crush on, and things were not resolved very well. And now they're back together and they're probably gonna fall in love. No spoilers because like it does say on the book the world ended but love did not. So but this one was cute for what it was, but again, I'm never going to reread it, so it's going to go to somebody else who will appreciate it more. Next up is 99% Mine by Sally Thorne. This one I was so disappointed because it was on my 5-star predictions video that I made years ago, and I finally got around to it, and I'm going to tell you, it was not 5 stars. No. I thought it would be because Sally Thorne wrote The Hating Game, which I absolutely love, and I was expecting this to be similar. Nope. No. I hated the main character, Darcy. She really sucked. The main man character, love interest guy, his name was Tom, and he did not suck, but he sucked because of how much he was down bad for Darcy, and he had no reason to be down bad for Darcy because she, like I said, sucked. So yeah, this one, not a fan. Next two are part of the same series. I'm probably going to get rid of the third book as well. I just haven't read it yet, so I'm holding on to it for when I do read it, you know. But it is Tithe and Valiant. Teeth? Tithe? I don't... Tithe? Teeth? I don't know how to say this word. I think it's teeth. Might be Tithe. I don't know. But Tithe and Valiant by Holly Black. These are her first, like, fairy books, and, they're not the Cruel Prince, I'll tell you that. But I wasn't really a fan of these, to be honest. I thought they were really, really boring, and I did not care. So, they are getting out of here. Then I have Under the Surface by Diana Urban. This one I believe I gave 3.5. I'm never going to reread it. It's just going to sit on my shelf. I don't need that in the new house, but it was a fun read. It's about a girl who is like a YouTuber for traveling stuff, and she goes to the Paris catacombs, but then she gets trapped under the Paris catacombs, which is fun. But there was so much teenage drama in this. I, as a 29-year-old, don't really have that much drama in my life anymore, so cannot relate, don't care. You know? Then I have Unholy Terrors by Lindell Clipstone. This one I really do want to keep on my shelves just because I like the cover and there's a little wolf man on the back. I gave this a 3.5. I'm never going to actually read it again. It also comes with a character card and it is also signed. Next up, I have a big old stack of books that are duplicate copies for me, so I'm not going to tell you, hey, these are a duplicate copy every single time, because that's what all these books are. But the first one is Promise Boys by Nick Brooks. I actually have read this book, really, really liked it. I believe I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars, but I got the paperback copy and I like it a lot better. It's like 3 bloody ties on the front page, and I just feel like that goes with the story more than this one, so therefore this one is gonna go. Then I have Deep Freeze by Michael C. Grumley. This is the ARC version of it. I was sent a finished copy of it, so I don't need to keep the ARC version. Then I have Needy Little Things by Chanel Desamores. This is another one that I have read. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars, I believe, but this is the ARC version. I was sent a finished copy, so we don't need the ARC. Then I have You Belong to Me by Haley Krischer. I have not read this one, but again, I was sent a finished copy, so I don't need the paperback ARC on my shelf when I have a hardcover finished copy. Then I was sent 3 of the exact same book, so I'm getting rid of 2 of them because obviously I don't need 3 copies of this book, but it is On Her Terms by Amy Spalding. I'm keeping 1 of the paperbacks. And then the last duplicate book that I have is Don't Sleep with the Dead by Megan Vell. This is the ARC version. I have a hardcover. Would rather have the hardcover, so. And then the final book that I have was actually gifted to me by a strange man who came to my work with a book and flowers and coffee. So I'm pretty sure he was trying to date me, even though I told him I had a boyfriend and I was not interested. But here we are. Nathaniel by John Saul. Is this the kind of book that I would read? No. But, you know, the audacity of men. So we're getting rid of it. Alright everybody, so that was my little mini unhaul. I guarantee there will probably be a bigger unhaul coming soon once I actually go through my shelves, because like I said, your girl is moving to a new house, so 6,000 books, probably not the best thing to have to pack up and take. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Let me know down below if you have read any of these books and what you thought of them, and I will see you all in my next video. Goodbye!